Good morning, people. This is match day today. This is my match day preview of Arsenal v Sheffield United. Tough game, and I'd expect Sheffield United to set up with a discipline and with a plan. They're very organised. They've won many points away from home. You know, the only notable defeat was away to Manchester City and Liverpool. Those are the two notable defeats they've had. But for us today, we've got to find a plan of our own to get the better of Chris Wilder's boys. And it's going to take a lot of commitment, effort, and enthusiasm to get those 3 points over the line. And we just got to be on our A game today. That's all I say. I'd like to get into the transfer gossip. What I've been hearing closely is Kazawa, or should I say Levin's Kazawa, has been offered a 5-year deal, and it seems like Raul Sanllehi, he's taken charge of that. So we're waiting time for that. There's been talks with a Brazilian defensive midfielder. I think he's Brazilian defensive midfielder in Guimarães. Bruno Guimarães, that is. Sorry. We're trying to thrash out the deal here. I mean, don't know too much about him. Hopefully, he could become the next Gilberto Silva, Edu Gaspar, who is now our CEO. Or he could swing the way of Guendouzi and Xhaka. And that won't be too good for the fans. Because we know how impatient our fan base can be. Very impatient and toxic at the best of times. Or should I say at the worst of times. But it's not about our fans, it's about Arsenal. It's about us getting 3 points today. And we all go home happy. Yeah, I believe Arteta will have a plan. And he will plan... I keep saying and there. Yeah, he'll have a plan to make sure that we are organised defensively and make sure we have a plan to attack. And I would like to see us shoot more on goal. I mean, every time we get into the final third, what really upsets me is we get into the final third, but it seems to me that we want to walk the ball into the net. If you get an opportunity from 20 yards to 30 yards, shoot it. Shoot it. If you don't shoot, you don't score, the old saying. And yeah, we should be able to control the ball in possession in midfield. That's where we should be able to control the ball in that area, the midfield. Defensively, we've not been as bad as previous management. With all due respect to Ljungberg, who is an Arsenal legend, he was put underneath a bus. If the truth be told, he was put underneath the bus by our board or by whoever made the decision to put him in as interim manager. I suppose he didn't do too bad, but he wasn't ideal for the job. And for me, if I could give Freddie Ljungberg any advice, yeah, is to start from the lower leagues and prove yourself from the bottom to the way up. And sorry, I'm getting distracted here. And then the message to the Arsenal fans: get behind the team. You can't channel your energy in the terraces and have a go at AFTV presenter Robbie Lyle for giving fans a platform. At the end of the day, the way I see it is, yeah, we're voicing an opinion about the same game we watch, you watch. If you don't want to be on AFTV, fine. But just keep your mouth shut. You know, we don't need it. But then again, if you got an opinion, that's fine. I've got a different opinion on it. You've got another opinion. But the most common grounds is we respect each other's opinions, no matter what you feel about Arsenal Fan TV. And as Arsenal fans, we're meant to be united as one. You know, not arguing or fighting amongst each other. You know, we're meant to be one. Yeah, we'll get behind the team once that whistle kicks off, because that's what we're there. That's what we do. Whether you're there watching it on TV, on a stream, or you're at the terraces, it don't matter. You know, we get behind the team. Transfers out. Let me get onto this. Now, Amarian Mustafi has changed his agents. He's changed his agent, should I say? I was about to say agency. Agent this week or last week. Amarian, a couple of other players have changed their agent. Oh, Eddie Nketiah. I'm happy that he's staying because with Oba suspension, we don't know how long Lacazette's going to go without a goal. And Nketiah, he's up for it. He just wants to play football and score goals from a professional footballer point of view. Just wants to get onto that pitch and prove himself that he can score goals. And he is a goal scorer. I mean, how many Arsenal youngsters over the last 25 to 30, maybe 30 plus years have come off the bench against Championship side, alright, be it was Norwich City, Championship side, we're 1-0 down, and he scores 2 late goals to get us into the next round. I mean, that's what he did. And I mean, I don't know why he wasn't given I know why he wasn't given I know why he wasn't given an opportunity. And that's due to the previous management. And he's been out on loan. And I don't know whether he's had a row with Bielsa or whether Bielsa's disrespected him. We just don't know why he never got regular games. But the Leeds fans seem to rate him highly. Make out what you want to make out on that one. For me, I'm glad he's at the club and I'm glad he's in our squad, and I'll be happy to see him on the bench because I don't expect him to start. And speaking of the starting 11, I'm going to go with, of course I'm going to go with a strong one. So, Bird Leno, Arsenal's number one. For me, personally, I think he's our player of the season. He's between the sticks. End off. Right back, I mean, I was cussing bad words towards this guy, really critical. It got to the point where, yeah, I was cussing bad words towards this guy. But you know what? Since Arteta's been in the reign, and been in the reign of in the dugout as our manager, or should I say head coach, he seems, Ainsley Maitland-Niles seems to be a different player. A different player. And whether Bellerin's super fit or half fit, whatever fit, he's going to have it hard to get back into his place. And it's about time Bellerin realised that someone is going to push you all the way to get back into the team. Because Bellerin's had it too comfortable, even from the days of Wenger, to an extent, Emery. And, well, Ljungberg, he didn't even get a game. He didn't even get a kick because he pulled his hamstring during that warm-up. So, yeah, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. My centre-back pairing, I'm going to go with Lewis and Socrates. Well, Socrates, then Lewis. And left-back, if these talks happen to be true about Kolasinac getting injured in training, but nothing serious, then I'll go with Kolasinac. Otherwise, Saka is ready to jump in. But I think I will go with Kolasinac, providing that he's fit for purpose. Right, I'm going to go the 2 in the sitting midfield. Yeah, Torreira and, why do I do it? Xhaka. Even though I would have gone with Guendouzi. But that partnership doesn't seem to flourish because it's not had enough games. If it was me personally, it would be Torreira and Guendouzi, but I think in management's mind, he's going to go with Xhaka alongside Torreira. And Torreira's looked like the defensive midfielder that was incredible in his first 5 months in English football. So yeah, Torreira and Xhaka. Now the three in front, this will be interesting. Well, Pepe, although I know Mikel Arteta likes Reiss Nelson on the right because he works hard. But obviously Pepe's always going to be the better footballer on the ball, but Reiss Nelson is the better water carrier without the ball, without being too disrespectful to the guy, because he's from my ends near me, Elephant and Castle. So let me say let me say sorry for that little comment and call Reiss Nelson the workaholic, and I believe he will make it. I don't see why he can't have a future at Arsenal, but I will go with Pepe. I'll go with Ozil because he's showing me a lot of work off the ball, and I always talk about off the ball moments and topics off the ball. And I will go with Gabriel Martinelli. No fucking question of a doubt. Excuse my language. No question of a doubt. Gabriel Martinelli. And up front, I mean, I was listening to All Guns Blazing, and I think Robbie said he was lacking confidence. And DT replied with a joke, yeah, lack of confidence. Funny, very funny. They won't be saying those words if he scores a couple today. So, Lacazette. He's our Frenchman. He's our number 9. Scoring goals is what he does best. And he goes by the name of Alexander Lacazette. That's my 4-2-3-1 formation. My bench. I'm never too sure with the bench, but I'll go with Martinez on the bench. I think Holding should make the bench. It's not much from an attacking option. Midfield, Guendouzi would definitely make the bench. Defensively, I've said Holding. Ceballos, it'll be nice to see him on the bench, and then Ketia. And 2 more others. Who can I think of at the top of my head? Reiss Nelson. Maybe one more. Oh, one more. It's got to be a striker. Is it a midfielder? Who's the one or not? Who's the one? Who can make them a bench? If I can't get this, I might have to get you guys to leave your comments below at the bench and tell me who's the 7th one I ain't named. Because I'm on a good... I'll come back to the 7th one in a minute. That's a substitution. On the positive light, Kieran Tierney is doing light work in training. So that's a positive news for me. I would like to believe that he's back ahead of schedule. Possibly... my 7th, going back to my substitution, possibly my 7th substitution could be a defensive one or an attacking one. Maybe John Jules Tools, or Tyrese John Jules Tools, or whatever his name is. Yeah, I think he could be on the bench this afternoon. So that'll be good for him. Am I going to go with a prediction? I'll say that we'll win by 2 clear goals, whether 2-0 or 3-1. I can't predict straight. But 2 clear goals is all I'm giving you as an answer. And that's me. And I'm going to be making my way to the Emirates later on this afternoon, yeah? Enjoy your weekend, guys. Peace and bless.